Uh, but speaking of things that don't feel like they should exist in this game, Glimmet.
Glimmet, I literally was like an enigma. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed until I did the champion battle and fought its evolution.
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me, where the heck did you get that? What's her name?
Gita.
Gita. Like, where the heck did you get that, Gita? Did you go into that weird swirling void that's at the center of Spain?
And she did. She did. I think, because like
canonically in the center of Spain.
Yeah, canonically in the center of Spain, there's a swirling void. But yeah, I had a Glimora before I even knew Glimmet was a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I found out Glimmet existed after I beat the Elite Four, but before I went into the Area Zero, I was playing with Rurashua, who was like halfway through the game, and he had a Glimmet, and I was like, "Where the heck did you get that?" And he like described where he got it on the map, and I was just like, at that point, while we were talking, I was actually in Area Zero. And then I saw it in there. I'm like, this thing's on the map outside, too?
Yeah.
But yeah, it says it absorbs nutrients from cave walls. The petals it wears are made of crystallized poison. Glimmet's toxic mineral crystals look just like flower petals. This Pokemon scatters poison powder like pollen to protect itself. It's poison rock. I don't know what they were going for here. It's very Ultra Beast like.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like toxic minerals.
I mean,
you know, when you're mining.
Bulbapedia says that Glimmet in its evolved form may be based on a variety of animals with social habits, like sea anemones, crinoids, most notably some species sea sponge, some of which bear resemblance to flowers. The carnivorous demo sponges of the Cladorhizidae. I don't want to say these words. And it's common for sponges to use mineralized spicules and chemical deterrents to form a defense mechanism, which may be the source of inspiration for its toxic debris ability. Which I do want to mention, Gita always uses the evolved form, Glimora, but she always uses it last.
Yeah, like you use it first.
Its ability does nothing then.
Yeah, set the trap. You gotta set the traps, Gita.
I'm just like, how are you the champion of a region?
Yeah, you're La Primera. You're the strongest.
Cynthia would have had that first. Cynthia did all the.
Oh my gosh, Cynthia in Spain would not. She would dominate everything. She'd be like, children are not allowed to fight me.
Cynthia would just see Gita and be like, the heck are you? Who taught you to battle?
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder there's random kids. Like, it's not that uncommon for random kids to become champion.
Yeah, I truly expected like a Cynthia level fight, especially how much they hyped. How she's La Primera, the strongest that's ever been, and she's like, oh yeah, I it's a terrible habit of mine, but I refuse to hold back. Like, I'm gonna go at you with everything, and I'm like, okay, so you send in the Pokemon that can do entry hazards last? Okay.
Either way,
like
Glimmet itself, I do like the otherworldly nature of it, and I do see the deep sea kind of connection, and I kind of appreciate that because there's such sort of weird creatures down there. Honestly, I think I'd probably put it. I want to put it in B. I think I'd put it IB.
I put Glimmet in low D because as far as I am concerned, it does not exist.
Okay, you don't like it.
No, I'm just saying I didn't see it until I literally like looked up the Pokedex on Cerebi and I was like, oh wait. And then I bred my Glimora. Like I truly did not see a Glimmet my entire playthrough.
Is there none inside the Area Zero? Is there
There
no Glimmet?
are, but like I didn't, the RNG didn't grace me with seeing them. Like I just kept
Oh,
seeing my version of Paradox Pokemon.
okay. Glimora, Dex. When this Pokemon detects danger, it will open up its crystalline petals and fire beams from its conical body. Glimora's petals are made of crystallized poison energy. It has recently become evident these petals resemble Terrajewels. Oh, I didn't see the violet entry. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a connection to Terrajewels then.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe they're living Terrajewels. That's really interesting. I think it's an A tier Pokemon. I really like it.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll put it in A tier as well.
It's actually like mid A tier. I really like this design.
Yeah, I put it above Toad School, so like literally middle A.
I put it right above the Tatsugiri's.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I like the rock poison combo.
Yeah, literally did not know what to do to hurt it because I didn't have a water type, and I was like, oh,
Psychic.
I don't know what type.
Oh, double.
I
It
didn't
takes
know.
times 4 to ground.
I didn't know that.
There.
I'm really bad at Pokemon types.
Yeah, no, I just wrecked it with my Flatsire. So.
Yeah, I just that's why I try to catch them all in every playthrough because
Wait, no.
now the game tells you.
I didn't wreck it with that Cloud. No, I did. I wrecked it with a Clodsire the second time in the post game because the first time I didn't know what type it was.
Yeah.
I was just trying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Shroodle.
I can't believe we're still not even at the Paradox Pokemon.
Listen, we can blitz through it.
Shroodle, where is Shroodle? Where the heck are you, Shroodle? There it is. So Shroodle, that they showed its evolution before the game came out, but not Shroodle.
Good right.
The second I saw Shroodle, I knew it would evolve into that based off the eyes. But I was also kind of like, why is a mouse evolve into an eye? Not a monkey?
Yeah, I thought it was going to have a middle stage, and Grafaiai was going to be the final.
There. And it says, though usually a mellow Pokemon, it will sink its sharp, poison-soaked front teeth into any that anger it, causing paralysis in the object of its ire. To keep enemies away from territory, it paints markings around its nest using poisonous liquid that is an acrid odor. It's fine, I guess. Like, it's fine. It's high C, I think.
Yeah, I did right above Tauros, so technically I'll see because Tauros is my middle.
I did right above Baxcalibur.
I really wanted to have Grafaiai in my team, but again.
Yeah, same, but I had Clodsire, and I was like, I'm not booting you for anything, Clodsire.
Yeah, same. Like I had, first time around, I only evolved one. Second time around, I had Clodsire. I'm not going to have 2 poison types.
Yeah. Grafaiai, the color of the poisonous saliva depends on what the Pokemon eats. Grafaiai covers its fingers in the saliva and draws patterns on trees and forests. Each Grafaiai paints its own individual pattern and will paint that same pattern over and over again throughout its life. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I put it in B. I like the way it looks. Even if I didn't use it. Like you said...
I put it in A. Like, I love...
I put it right there, right below Glimmet. I like it. I feel maybe I would have liked it more if I ever got a chance to use it, but...
Yeah. Grafaiai is like a Pokemon I would have in real life. Because I think I would enjoy seeing, like, pattern on my trees and stuff. If it didn't kill my trees.
If it didn't kill your trees.
Because it's poison, right? Poison is strong against grass.
Fidough.
Fidough shouldn't exist.
Fidough is one of the first Pokemon shown. I don't know why it shouldn't exist.
Because it's dough.
So?
It's just weird. A sentient dough.
He's sentient cotton candy.
Wait. It's sentient cotton candy.
Cottony? From Gen 6?
Oh, I thought that was just
Swirlix, sorry,
cotton.
Swirlix.
Oh, Swirlix, yeah, Swirlix is sentient cotton candy. Cottony is literally just like a cotton.
Cottony's cotton. Sorry. This Pokemon is smooth and moist to the touch. Yeast in Fido's breath induces fermentation in the Pokemon's vicinity.
Gross.
The yeast in Fido's breath is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. Listen, dogs' mouths are cleaner than people's.
Yeah, I don't think I just think it's like I would just be upset if my dog just fermented everything I had in my house. I'm like, Fidough, I don't want to drink like moonshine. Can you let me just have my apple juice? Fidough's like, no, like this is alcohol now.
Listen, you know how much water you have in your body? Well, that's alcohol.
No, it's all alcohol. I just turned your body into alcohol. Fidough, why would you do that? I need my body to live, Fidough.
Listen,
Fidough's an eldritch horror.
It's cute though, so you could forgive it.
No, that's the point. It's truly an eldritch machination, like existing to like prey on our deepest fears. Ito would invent Fidough.
I'll put Fidough low B. I like Fidough as a concept. It's weird. I kind of like the weird food Pokemon because they're just weird.
I would put Fidough high C because I do like it, but I don't think that it should exist.
I just think it should evolve by getting hit by a fire attack.
Yeah, I think that's truly, yeah, or like leveling up while burned.
Yeah, I made jokes before the game came out that it would evolve into, like, it would just get baked when it evolved, and it basically does.
Or like
Bun,
regional, like evolve in the desert. It's really hot there.
There. Bun, the pleasant aroma that emanates from this Pokemon's body helps wheat grow, so Bun has been treasured by farming villagers. The surfaces of this Pokemon's skin hardens when exposed to intense heat, and its body has an appetizing aroma. I could not
own a Fidough or a Bun. Like it would be.
I couldn't own a Bun. I can't deal with smelling. Bread
smelling delicious bread all day, like delicious
I'd
appetizing.
Bun for one day, and then I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I gotta eat you."
I wouldn't be able to exist if I smelled delicious bread everywhere I went and could not consume.
As for the look, I don't really like as much how Bun looks. The only thing I really like about it is the name.
Yeah. It's very interesting that they really lean into the child bread of it all.
Yeah.
Like they braid his back and stuff. It's weird. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's high C tier for me.
I honestly like it a lot. I'm gonna put it A tier, but like I wouldn't be able to exist with one in real life. It would be like torture.
There. What do we have now? Oh, another dog.
Maschiff? Is that what it is?
I think so. Where is it? Maschiff.
Maschiff. It's like mischief, but like masticating.
Mastiff.
Oh, it's a mastiff, the type of
type of dog. It's a mischievous mastiff. It always scowls in an attempt to make opponents take it seriously, but even crying children will burst into laughter when they see Maschiff's face. Its well-developed jaw and fangs are strong enough to crunch through boulders, and its thick fat makes for an excellent defense. Okay, there's a very, like, Whiplash mood text enters. Yeah. I don't really like the way it looks. I don't like its face.
Yeah.
I don't like its face, and I'm putting it high D tier.
I put it high B tier as well, but like
Did you say B or
for
D?
B.
Oh, I put
Oh,
it
you
D.
D. You did D.
D
I'm
for
putting in
dog.
B. B for
Bad.
boy.
Oh.
For bad dog. But that's because they're the reason why I was able to do that exploit that I was telling you.
Oh.
One spawn just like right at the edge of an area that you're not supposed to be able to reach. So if you initiate a battle with one of them, you can then run away from the battle and you'll be teleported into an area you're not supposed to be in.
Interesting.
So I like him because he allowed me to like experience my first exploit that I've ever found in real life by myself.
Interesting way to like him, but sure.
Listen, we all have our reasons.
Oh wow.
Mabash.
Mobopedia for Maschiff has spoiler warnings.
Listen, there's a lot of lore.
Mabostiff, this Pokemon can store energy in its large dewlap. Mabostiff unleashes its energy all at once to blow away enemies. Mabostiff loves playing with children, though usually gentle, takes on an intimidating look when protecting its family. I mean, it's hard not to like Mabostiff thanks to the story.
Yeah, no, truly. That's why
Like-
it's S tier for me. Because
Like,
of the story. I've never cared about another Pokemon as much as I care about Maschiff.
like I legitimately, this would probably be C tier best if it wasn't for the story. It's a fairly
wept.
generic looking dog.
Yeah,
But, like,
I wept for this fairly generic looking dog. I cried.
yeah, like
openly.
This is like disliking this would be like being like, I hate Old Yeller after seeing Old Yeller. I haven't seen Old Yeller, so I can dislike it, but like,
Yeah, it's a good thing I deleted the picture. But like I was gonna post on the on the Discord the picture of me crying about my Maschiff. I took it to send it to my brother.
I'm still putting it in A tier, not S, only because that's one Mabostiff, not all Mabostiff. But that
Hashtag
one
not all
Mabostiff
Maschiff.
boosts it up from C to A. It gets 2 tiers just because of that one.
It's truly I am nothing if not a person that goes by their heart. And my Maschiff is in my heart forever. I cannot have one in my team though. It's monotype and I don't really care for its moves and abilities.
Next is
Ooh.
Bramblin.
Bramblin I didn't even realize was a Pokemon. I thought it was just a tumbleweed.
Oh, I knew right away. Like, this is out of the... So I mentioned that I've been waiting forever for a pepper Pokemon. I've also been waiting forever for a tumbleweed. I've wanted a tumbleweed so badly.
This generation was your dream
Yeah.
come true.
Well, it's a shame I had the grass starter because I got all these grass Pokemon I wanted. So the second I saw that tumbleweed blow by, I was just like, please be a Pokemon. And I touched it and it got into battle. I was like, oh my goodness, it barely has a face. I love it.
Yeah, it's literally just like 2 little seed pods that blink.
Yeah, they are barely eyes.
Yeah.
Just barely eyes. And the Dex entry says a soul unable to move on to the afterlife is blown away by the wind until it got tangled up with dry grass and became a Pokemon. I just love that.
I mean, sure.
That's gotta be the worst fate ever. To get tangled up with grass and become a Pokemon that's just a tangle of grass.
That's rough, buddy.
And not even Bramblin knows where his head is. It tumbles across the wilderness, blown by the wind. It loathes getting wet. It's a shame it's Grass Ghost, because there's a lot of Grass Ghost, but that's also a very sensible typing for it.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is probably S tier for me.
Fair. Not even its evolution, just like the first version.
Putting it above Toadstool, below the Scovillain. No, actually, I like the way it looks a little more than Scovillain. It's above Scovillain.
Wow. C tier above Shroodle, below Cyclizar. I didn't know it was a Pokemon. like and by the
that's
time that I got to the area that they spawn, I already could fly, so I did not encounter it until I started collecting Pokemon for the Pokemon.
that's fair.
Like I don't think I
I
even
mean,
bought one. Like I don't think anybody in the mainline story has one.
maybe not.
So yeah, so like
Yeah.
I literally did not even know until I.
I mean, I'm just a big fan of any Pokemon that doesn't have a face, and there's not many.
Fair enough.
It's just because it's so unlike anything in the world.
Yeah.
Either way,
Ramblegast.
Bramblegast. It will open up the branches of its head to envelop its prey. Once it absorbs all the life energy it needs, it expels the prey and discards it. Bramblegast wanders around arid regions. On rare occasions, mass outbreaks of these Pokemon will bury an entire town. Oh wow, the violet's dark.
Yeah. The violet. Yeah.
Low
it must be
A.
said too that this is the other one that evolves by the Let's Go feature.
It is, yes. Low A. I don't like the way it looks as much as Bramblin. It has more of a face.
Fair. I have zero opinions about it, so I'm just gonna throw it below the Tauruses.
What is this?
Gimmighoul?
Is that Gimmighoul?
Yeah, it's roaming form Gimmighoul. It's only available to transfer.
Yeah, why is that? You can't even transfer yet.
I'm just saying that's what it is.
I believe you. I just don't get why it's in the list.
Yeah, I think it has the same moveset, which is literally Tackle and Astonish. I don't understand why. Like, literally, roaming form Gimmighoul should be the one in the game, and then the chess one should have been in Pokemon. Because, like, it's dumb.
Let's see, Gimmighoul. This Pokemon is born. Well, the chest form says this Pokemon is born inside a treasure chest about 1,500 years ago. It sucks the life force out of scoundrels to try to steal the treasure. Lives inside an old treasure chest. Sometimes it gets left in shop corners, so no one realizes it's actually a Pokemon. And roaming form says this Pokemon was born from a passion that seeped into a coin. It wanders, apparently seeking to return to the treasure chest it once inhabited. It wanders around carrying an old coin on its back. It survives by draining the life force of humans who try to pick up its coin. And yeah, it's a ghost type. So Gimmighoul, I'm honestly not really big on it. I think I'd probably put it low C. Oh, this is the roaming form, to be fair. Roaming form, low C, right above Nimble, I guess. And the other form, is it chest form it's called?
Chess form.
Middle C, above Citadel, below the frog.
I'm gonna do roaming form F, and unprecedented. It's gonna go below Quaxwell, and it's specifically I'm using it based off of the roaming Gimmighoul in the game that you find sporadically around the world.
Yeah,
they're so annoying because
they
like
are. I
some of them are like really hard to find, and when you find them, you only get 1 or 2 coins most of the time. I know that it's like random how many you get, but like it's not worth it. It's truly not worth it. You might as well just like farm the chess forms, and they just are annoying. Like just hearing them, their cries the entire time.
Yeah,
It's
there's
so
a lot of
frustrating.
time I played with the sound off, so I missed a lot.
Yeah, like literally you hear it all the time because they're in like right near the Poke Centers, right near it, signs. So you're
Yeah.
like I find them just so they stop bothering me. It, I don't like the roaming form. Roaming form F. Chess form. Chess form I'm gonna go low A because I do like the chess form because it's like a mimic, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Sadly, there's not
like,
actually chests in the game, so it can't function like a mimic.
yeah, I wish there were chess. Like when I first saw the chess, I'm like, oh, they're gonna do chess, and then I saw that it was a Pokemon, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna do chess, and the Pokemon was a mimic, So next chest maybe it's gonna be items, and it's like no, it's all just a mimic. So that's upsetting. But yeah, low A because I like the energy it brought to my heart. But roaming form F because F those little gremlins.
Well, now it's evolution, which is a very special Pokemon because supposedly, according to data miners, this might be Pokemon number 1000 in the national
Yeah.
decks. And its body seems to be made up of 1,000 coins. This Pokemon gets along with others and is quick to make friends with anybody. It has a sturdy body made up of stacked coins. Gholdengo overwhelms its enemies by firing coin after coin at them in quick succession.
Which is why I was saying that roaming form should have been the form we get in the game, because then it would make sense, because you need 999 Gimmighoul coins to evolve into Gholdengo. The chest already has Gimmighoul coins.
Hey, Dragon. I don't know if you just said that message.
Yeah, Dragon, you came at a hot take time.
Yeah. If I don't know when you said that message, Dragon, because we kind of had a slow day in chat. We have lurkers, like we have slow day in chat, and so I wasn't looking at chat. I'm sorry. But yeah, we are still going. We're hopefully gonna get through the Paradox
I think we'll be
Pokemon
done
fast
by an hour, right? Before midnight.
I hope we don't take that much longer.
Yeah, I don't want to go past midnight. We'll blitz through them if we need to.
But yeah, what else did you want to say about Gholdengo?
Oh, I like Gholdengo. I like I've had one in my party, and they like ride like coins like a surfboard. They're like a cool 90s mascot character. They're super fun. Their special ability means that they can't get affected by status effects, I think, which is really good. And they have a move that's like Payday but stronger, so you get money after battle, which is also really good. So yeah, I would say A tier. Below Palm, no, above Palmet.
I haven't even placed mine yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. But I actually haven't even seen Gholdengo in game.
Yeah.
I don't have enough coins yet.
Well, the chests respawn daily, so there's a 10% chance that the chest respawn. So like I just went around the chest areas every day and eventually got 199.
That's fair. I unfortunately don't have strong opinions on it. Like, based off of what I've seen I kind of a little disappointed that that's the 1000th Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's nothing like
its shiny
legendary
is
or mythical.
Very upsetting. I don't know if you've seen its shining.
No.
Regular Gholdengo has a slight red shine to its eye socket area. Shiny Gholdengo has a slight blue shine to its eye socket. There's not even a physical change in.
Right.
It's just like the reflection. Like if you were like, they don't appear in the wild, obviously, but if you saw it in the wild, you would just think that it's like reflecting off of like something bluer as opposed to something redder in this area, you know? Like that's by far the worst shiny in my opinion.
That's fair. I just realized the tier list is getting cut off on stream.
Yeah, it's getting real long. Can you like zoom out if you like
probably
control?
Have to zoom out. I just hope it doesn't mess anything up on the stream layout.
Yeah, I think that did it.
No, it's still cut off. Crap, I'm losing track of all the windows. Yeah, okay, it's still cut out, so I guess I'm zooming out even more. Oops. Okay, don't scroll up that much. A little too much. Crap, I can't. No, almost. That's good. Okay. So, oh no, it's still cut off. Jesus, it's huge.
Listen, it might get to the point where you're not going to be able to fit it all. We're almost
Okay,
done. We just got the paradox.
it's all fitting right now. When it adds another row, that'll. You know what? I'll zoom out one more. Yeah, that's enough. Let me just scroll it a little. Okay, so Paradox Pokemon. Oh
Yeah, this is Great Tusks. Is that what it's called?
yeah, that is.
The Scarlet ones are a lot harder to remember than the Violet ones. The Violet ones are all just like iron.
Yeah, this is Great Tusk, yeah, which is the first ground and fighting Pokemon. Interestingly enough.
Ooh la la.
Citing, I'm not gonna read it. The dex entries for the Paradox Pokemon are awful.
Yeah, it's like, an occult magazine talks about these Pokemon, and then the other one is like, this Pokemon looks like something that we don't understand.
Yeah, no, it'll be like the name Great Tusk was taken from a creature listed in a certain book.
Yeah, there's literally it's the same for all of them, for every single one.
And I get the point of it. The point of it is they don't know anything about these, and like, if the Pokedex suddenly just spews out information, where to get that? These are supposed to be.
Yeah, but didn't we know things about the Ultra Beasts?
I mean, fair. I'm not gonna argue that's not a valid point, but if anything, I think the Ultra Beast maybe should have logically been that way.
Yeah, it has just been like their code. Like we only know them as Ultra Beast code name Blit, because they all had code names.
To be fair, in the Ultra games, you could go to their worlds and observe them, how they behave.
In the sequel to them, not in the original.
That's what I said, in the Ultra games.
Oh yeah.
Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun.
Yeah, fair.
But in the original, no.
Yeah. Well, this will speed up rating all of them if we just skip their Pokédex.
I'm not even really going to read them. Great Tusk. So, well, first just say a general preamble about the Paradox Pokemon. Obviously, we have Scarlet, they're all Pokemon that are ancestors from the past. And Violet, they're all descendants from the future that are somehow robots now.
Because in the future, everything is robots. You saw SpongeBob.
But descendant.
You saw SpongeBob. Everything's robot. Everything's robot in the future.
So clearly this is the ancestor of Donphan, and it is one of the two Pokemon that has both an ancestor and a descendant form.
Which one's the other one?
What's it called?
I don't see it.
Volcarona.
Volcarona. Oh yeah, Iron Wings. Yeah.
Yeah, Volcarona's the only other one. So.
That's really interesting. Wow.
What?
Sorry, this is personal. I got 3 shinies in my current Scarlet playthrough. My Violet playthrough, I didn't find a single one.
Okay.
But my shinies are a Corviknight, which is whatever. But the other one was a Donphan and a Larvesta.
Huh.
I'm gonna build a team that's the past, the present, and then the shiny version in the current. That's gonna be such a fun.
You get shiny for the Paradox forms.
No, you're not. I am not gonna shiny hunt. I refuse on principle.
Either way, Great Tusks. So, obviously, as a Scarlet player, this is usually the first Paradox Pokemon you encounter as one of the Titans, and it's like, oh, weird, why does it look like Donphan, but it's not? And obviously there's a Donphan for the future for Violet, and these
it appears in the same thing.
Yeah, these are just escaped from Area 0.
Yeah.
So, the past Donphan, I mean, I'm not going to have a lot to say. It's I don't like it as much as regular Donphan. The weird purple crystals, like, it looks like it has acne. It looks like a Donphan with acne.
It does. It does. It looks like it needs
And
certain skin cleansers.
I get they didn't have good skincare routines way back before humanity existed, but no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse.
This is unfortunately D tier.
I'm we don't like I don't mean to be confrontational, but I haven't played both. Liked Great Tusk a lot more than Iron Tusk or whatever the future version is. Like that version looks intimidating, and like spoiler alert, the past one looks like it can mortally wound somebody. The future one does not. The future one looks like I can just like sidestep it.
Oh yeah, I've the future one definitely is the worst of the
It's
two.
it's so bad.
It's really weird that its face is like behind its trunk like that.
Yeah, well, and it uses its trunk to like it. The trunk kind of like turns into a circle, and then it like uses as like a conveyor belt. That's how it moves.
Yeah. So yeah, no, the that one I'd probably give an F. That one's one of the ugliest, possibly the most ugly.
Yeah, we can rate that one right now, and it's F for sure.
Yeah.
Love Quaxo though.
Right there.
The only thing that goes below Quaxo is Gimmighoul, because I have a personal vendetta against it.
So now is Brute Bonnet. I'm gonna say all the names suck. Like the names.
I haven't encountered a Brute Bonnet yet.
The names are worse for the Violet ones, the future ones, but all of the names suck. I don't like any of them.
Yeah, the future ones are bad for sure.
But the past ones I don't like either.
Yeah, the past ones are just like bad because they're bad. The future ones are bad because they're all identical.
They're all iron.
Yeah, they're literally iron wings, iron fist.
I went through all 7 are iron.
Yeah, the only one that's like kind of interesting is Iron Jugulis, and it's just because it's throat. Like they couldn't be like Iron Dragon.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to rate Brute Bonnet high either, and that's not even entirely its fault. It's the fault of Amogus.
Yeah.
Because Amogus's dex entries for Scarlet and Violet contradict each other. One saying that it mimics Pokeballs to like catch prey, and the other saying that that Pokeballs were designed to look like it. And because of this weird inconsistency, the one that says that Pokeballs are designed to look like it is Scarlet, the one where this appears. So maybe it only, like, the history is different, so this never existed in Violet. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, science is it's not fixed, you know, so, like, you're right. Maybe in the Violet universe, there just hasn't been enough research done, so it can only be assumed. But, like, didn't Leventon invent Pokeballs?
No, Pokeballs existed before then. They were made. We don't know who invented it because they were made from apricorns first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Leventon like made them.
He didn't make the first ones. They existed before then. Like even the clans, I think, had Pokeballs.
Not the leaders at the very least, but we don't have to get into it.
Okay. Either way,
the leaders, friends, came into combat.
Brute Bonnet, I'm putting below Great Tusk.
Brute Bonnet, I put in low D. Great Tusk, I put in A because, like, it does cut a very imposing figure as you're playing. Like, it's huge. It is enormous.
You know what? I want to put low C for Great Tusk. I need to get over its skin issues.
Yeah. Listen, everybody has a phase that they have to go through. It's okay.
And part of that is because I'm seeing Sandy Shocks coming up, and I know it's another one I'm not going to be favorable with.
Ooh, Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks is one of the reasons I'm excited to go in this one.
Sandy Shocks, why does it exist? How does there a prehistoric Magneton? What?
No, I don't understand. I don't.
No. Head hurts. D.
I mean, it's also D for me as well, but like a higher D than Brute Bonnet. I'm gonna put it above Arboliva, even above Orthworm, if you would believe.
Fair. But
Sorry, no, it's gonna
Screamtail.
be C. No C. Screamtail.
Screamtail's little tentacle thing makes me uncomfortable, but I don't completely hate it.
I look forward to seeing it.
And I honestly, I think I'm willing to put it in B. It might be one of the better Paradox Pokemon for me.
I agree. Low B for me.
Yeah, low B. Put it above Graveyard.
It's literally B for me.
Okay. Fluttermane. Fluttermane's I guess a C. It's fine.
Is this a Misdreavus or Miss Magus?
It's Misdreavus.
Doesn't even evolve. D tier.
Yeah, it's C. I'll put it.
I put it above Brute Bonnet, but it's still low D.
Yeah, above Bulldog. No. Slitherwing. Slitherwing is one of the I think one of the better ones too. I'm willing to put Slitherwing in a B. I think it's cool.
I agree. Gonna be B.
And it is definitely gonna be higher than Screamtail.
It is right above Screamtail for me.
It is right below Cloth for me. And
It's
above Tinkatuff.
Valiant Wing? Is that what it is?
Darkwing Duck.
Wing?
Some
crimes, not sometimes, some crimes go complete to
Roaring Moon.
Roaring Moon, which is like sounds like a wolf name meme. Like, what's your wolf name? It's your month and your year. And yours is Roaring Moon.
I think it's C. I'm not big on Salamence, and I mean I think it's actually a little cooler than regular Salamence, but I'll put it right above Fluttermane.
I put it high D. It's the highest D that we're gonna get. And now the violet ones. We got Kaka, more Kaka, even more Kaka.
I actually think that Iron Moth looks slick for what it is.
For what it is. For what it is. Like, I'll tell you, the only two ones that I like when we get to them.
I think Fluttermane might be my favorite of the... No, it's not my favorite. It'll be C. It'll be C. It'll be...
Iron Wings, you mean? You said Fluttermane.
Iron Mane. Iron Mane... Or Iron Wing.
Iron Wings.
Iron Wings... Iron Moth. It's Iron Moth.
Iron Moth.
God, these names.
It's so bad. The violet ones are so bad. Like,
oh, they're all so bad. I don't know.
They're all terrible. They're all terrible.
Iron something. The Iron Moth.
The Iron Moth.
Like I was just trying to insult it just now and being like it's a moth and it's iron, but that is name.
Yeah, you were correct. It is Iron Moth. 100%. Yeah, well, I put it low B above Screamtail because I don't know Screamtail and apparently has a tentacle for hair. I don't like that.
Kinda. It's tentacle like.
Yeah. And Iron Fist, is that what it is?
Iron Sumo.
Iron Sumo? Is that literally what it is? I haven't played Violet.
I think it's Iron Hands.
Iron Hands.
I'm
real
Iron
dumb.
Sumo.
Iron Hands is real dumb.
It's
F tier.
I don't know. F tier in terms of... I almost called them Ultra Beasts. In terms of Paradox Pokemon, it's only Iron Tread is F tier. Because its face is so dumb. But this is low D tier.
Low D tier, you're right. It's actually pretty good. It can learn Belly Drum, which is like busted.
Yeah, it must be good because I've had so many people use them with me in raids. So.
Yeah, Belly Drum. If any Pokemon can learn Belly Drum, you because it's super good.
I don't even know what Iron Jugulus.
Yeah, it comes from the Latin for throat.
Whatever, Iron Hydra. I mean,
Iron Hydra.
In terms of irons, I guess it's one of the cooler looking irons.
It truly is one of the coolest, and it's kind of neat because you can't get a Hydreigon in Scarlet and Violet without trading. So this is like you get to
And
have your own kind of
Tyranitar is
future.
the opposite, or not Tyranitar. Which it? Salamence was the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll put it
I
in
would
low
put
C.
I would put Iron Jogulus like mid C, like above Nacli. No,
You know what?
it's low C, but below Tauros. No, above Tauros. Above Tauros.
Yeah, I'm putting it above Great Tusk, right above Great Tusk.
Mm. And then this
Alright.
is Iron
What is
Kaiju.
Thorns, apparently.
Iron Thorns. I hated this one.
Thorns.
I hated this one. This one spawns in like one nondescript patch of dirt that has no indication that this is a one spot that it's going to spawn in. It was so hard to find. Low D just for that.
Oh, I haven't had that issue, and all things considered, it also looks kind of decent, so it's very low C for me.
Yeah. Fair.
Right
I'll put it up higher than Bird Badir because I actually like it.
And Iron Goat.
Iron Gift?
Goat. Greatest
Goat?
of all time. It is.
That what it,
it's Iron. What is it? Iron
Iron
Bundle.
Sleds?
It's Iron
Bundle.
But I think this is probably the best of the future Paradox Pokemon.
Yes. Yes, I would agree. Iron Bundle goes A tier.
I can't
I
put
like
any
it.
Paradox Pokemon in A tier, but I will put it in B tier.
Iron Bundle is fun because when you faint it, its head pops up like a spring, and then it like dangles a little bit before he goes into.
Actually, you know what? The more I'm looking at it, like, because I haven't really looked at these much. The more I look at it, I do want to put it on low A.
It's fun.
This might be the best Paradox Pokemon.
Yeah, like it uses its bundle. It's like a propeller, and then it like uses its feet as skis, and that's how it gets around. It like
keep
skis around
more and more on me.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite. And then Iron Valiant.
And it might be the only love we ever get for Delibird, so.
I know, it's unfortunate. I really want a Delibird. Iron Valiant is super cool, if only because it's like a Gardevoir.
So its extendable head might be based on Jack in the Box for Iron Valiant.
Yeah, it like literally like springs up. It's like boing boing.
And it has like a snow globe.
Yeah, its tail is a snow globe.
Its feet are water skis. Okay, yeah, this thing's.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. I love them.
This is the only good thing left in the future.
Yeah, like I would have one of them as a friend. They're not quite friend shaped, but like I would have one of them.
They're friend shape adjacent.
Yeah, they're friendship adjacent.
Iron
Valiant. It's like a Gardevoir Gallade fusion. Like it's what I would have wanted. Its two sides come together into like a Darth Maul style like da 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 da.
I mean,
It's interesting.
There's a lot of Rule 34 of it already.
It's very over designed. I will give you that, and I wouldn't rate it higher than B.
I'm putting it C. I actually even put it right below Iron Thorn. It's all right. It just looks like a generic action figure or something.
Yeah, for sure. It's the most over designed out of all of them.
But now we get into the real reason why China must be the next region.
Oh my gosh! Listen, the battle theme for these four Pokemon that are coming up is short. It's nothing short of amazing. Yeah, it's like, have you heard it?
Yeah, I did. I've caught these.
Oh my gosh! It's like Agrabah from Kingdom Hearts meets Banjo-Kazooie in the best way.
Well, so they are all. This is the legendary trio or quartet, because sometimes they do quartets.
The Calamity Quartet.
Calamity
I think
Quartet,
that's what they call it. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're starting with Ting Lu, which unfortunately I think is the weakest of the four in terms of design.
Yeah. I think it's Qing Lu. It's like a ch.
Oh, Qinglu. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
not.
worst design.
I'm not big on it. It's a what is it? A bull or a goat with a
It's a vessel,
bull on
yeah.
its head?
It's a deer. It's a deer
It's a
with
deer.
like horns,
A deer with a bull on its head.
or like a moose. Probably is more like a moose.
A mirror. A deuce.
A
No.
deuce. No, it's not a
I
deuce.
didn't. I
It's
didn't
not
think
a
about.
deuce.
I didn't think
Abort.
about that.
Abort. Abort.
Abort. Uh, all things considered, I'd still place it as the worst one, still at a low C.
I would put it at a low B because I really like the Calamity Quartet a lot.
Uh,
Like it was the most pleasant post game experience because I caught them all post. It
I
was
mean,
such a
I
nice.
looked up the location stakes because screw that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like I tried to find as many as I could, and then when I couldn't find any more, then I looked it up. But it was just such a fun little. It felt like a victory lap, you know, that I was able to go through the world again, and
Well,
it was just fun.
now Chien Pao, is that how you say it?
I think so, yeah.
Which is my second favorite of them.
Oh, this one's really cool. I like that you can see the sword
Yeah,
sticking
it's a
through.
sleek snow. What is it, like a ferret, a leopard?
I think so. I think it's supposed to be like a polecat, like a ferret.
With like, it's a snow leopard. It's according to the Bulbapedia.
Yeah.
And the prehistoric Smilodon. Either way, it is a very, very pleasant aesthetic. It's
I like
a shame
it.
Ice Dark is really bad, but
Yeah.
it's a very pleasant aesthetic, and I would give it honestly probably an A tier.
I think also this one has the worst ability because it's just like a worst Intimidate. If I remember correctly.
I put it right there, pretty high in A tier,
Put it in high B.
above Maschiff and below Masquerada.
Yeah. Put it at high B, right below Iron Valiant.
Would you say its ability?
I think it's just one of these Pokemon, because all their abilities is that they drop a stat.
It lowers the defense of all Pokemon
Oh, no,
except
it's not.
itself.
Whichever one lowers the attack is just like a worse Intimidate, because Intimidate actually is more efficient.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood it. I thought when it said all Pokemon, I was like, okay, all of them in the parties? No, it's just all in the field.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Then we have Wo-Chien.
Yeah.
Who is my third favorite, but I do really like it. I love its eyes especially.
Yeah, that it's like in the branches.
Yeah, they look so cool, like the spirally shell. Even if like, it's still a high B.
Yeah, high B for me as well. And then my favorite
high
of all
B, it's
four.
probably second highest. The only thing higher B than that is, I think, Fuecoco. Let me just make sure my tier up. It is being pushed off again.
Oh no, we only got 3 Pokemon left. Come on, Twitch.
I have to zoom out again.
Come on, Twitch Overlay, work with us. We only got 3 more Pokemon. Too much. You've gone too far.
No, that's. I guess I can. It won't let me do in between. I'm not gonna fight with it right now. That's just,
yeah, just leave it. Just leave it.
Let me just scroll because the top's cut off.
Yeah, people will. If you want to see the high definition 3D renders, just look at the image when we put it on the Discord.
Yeah, hopefully later tonight.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so fiddling with all the windows again, and now the best one.
Yeah, the best one, bar none.
Like, I won't even take that. That's not an opinion. If you disagree, you're just wrong. Chi-Yu is one of my favorite legendaries of all time.
Absolutely,
It's
100%.
definitely my favorite. I don't know how far back I have to go. It's definitely my favorite out of every legendary since we've had 3D games.
Like if this wasn't a legendary, it would still be S tier. Like
Like
truly.
it's like a flame fish. Have you seen the shiny too? It's
No, I have
the
not.
shiny is blue fire.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Like
just
truly,
it's just a
mm,
little flame. It's tiny too. It's 1 foot
it's so
four,
little. Yeah, it's so little,
10 pounds. It's a little
but
flame
like the
fish with beads.
Pokedex entry is like, oh, this is like,
Oh, I didn't read any of the dex entries.
oh yeah, we got carried away.
Oh, we got distracted because the other ones are so bad. The dex entries.
Yeah, the other one, we could go back and
Okay,
very quickly go over them.
Qinglu is the fear poured into an ancient ritual vessel has clad itself in rocks and dirt to become a Pokemon. It slowly brings its exceedingly heavy head down upon the ground, splitting the earth open with huge fissures that run over 160 feet deep, which is 50 meters.
Yeah. I mean, and a child now owns one.
Jin Pao, the leopard. This Pokemon can control 100 tons of fallen snow. Like a specific 100 tons, or
Just a very specific one.
it plays around innocently by leaping in and out of avalanches it has caused. And Violet
It's
says,
kind of fun.
Violet says the hatred of those who perished by the sword long ago has clad itself in snow and become a Pokemon.
Like it playfully leaps, like I don't think it's like malicious. It's just like it has fun. Like if I could dive into an avalanche and come out unscathed, I might cause avalanches. Just it sounds fun. You're like surfing in snow.
Yeah. Only 100 tons of snow.
It's specific 100 tons. It might not all be in the same space.
Oh, I mean, it can control them, so why would it not put them in the same place?
Listen, they couldn't be bothered. It's so much work.
So then, Wu Qian, the grudge of a person punished for writing the king's evil deeds upon wooden tablets, has clad itself in dead leaves to become a Pokemon. It drains the life force from vegetation, causing nearby forests to instantly wither and fields to turn barren.
Rough.
But it's a cool little snail. Well,
it's a cool little snail.
It's not little, really, is it? It's 4'11", so...
Yeah, I mean, if it was in real life, it would be a very large snail, but Pokemon terms, it's kind of small.
I don't know, that feels like that's average. Things close to 5 feet seem average.
Yeah. I feel like child size is like the average for Pokemon.
Yeah. And then Chi-Yu, the cool fish. It controls flames burning at over 5,400 degrees Fahrenheit. It casually swims through the sea of lava it creates by melting rock and sand. The envy accumulated within curved beads that sparked multiple conflicts has clad itself in fire and become a Pokemon. It is just so aesthetically pleasing.
It was very aesthetically pleasing. The way it moves, the way it engages the universe around.
I was grinning so big when I was trying to catch this thing, throwing ball after ball. I was like, I don't care. This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is like,
and then the music playing.
This is like one of the best experiences of the series.
It was so good. It was literally, it was a high that I only felt when I started playing the game.
I was verbally saying to myself numerous times throughout the battle, this is one of the coolest legendaries ever.
Yeah. No, it's like truly the Calamity Quartet in general, but like, oh man, this freaking fish.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite legendary since Gen 4, and that's if you're counting mythicals, because I really love Shaman. Like, so that's like more than half the length of the series. Like, yeah, I can't. This is S tier. This is very S tier. In fact, I'm sorry, Clodsire, you lost your top spot.
Oh no, I couldn't do that to Clodsire in my mind, but like it's definitely S tier.
Chi-Yu makes me so happy, and I wish I could have just used it through the whole game.
Yeah, right. Like I wish I would have known that I should like find, which you can't, right? Like some of them you need all the exploration stuff to access.
Yeah, you need to be able to have the last thing. The is it the wall climb? I think the wall climb.
Yeah.
You need wall climb to reach all the stakes for any one of them, so none of them are doable to get wall climb. But yeah, I can't believe this thing shares a typing with its Incineroar. So 2 left.
Koraidon and Miraidon.
The 2 of the legendary trio that exists so far.
Yeah. I wish that, like, out of all the other Pokemon that they put the different forms, it's kind of weird that they didn't put Koraidon and Miraidon's form. So are we judging it based on their fighting, or are we just basing it in general?
These are the battle forms, so...
Yeah.
It's because I think only the form goes in your decks.
Fair.
These are dex forms, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so Koraidon. The dex entry... this seemed to be the winged king mentioned in an old expedition journal. It was said to have split the land with its bare fists. This Pokemon resembles Cyclizar, but it is far burlier and more ferocious. Nothing is known about its ecology or other features. So, yeah, it's a cover legendary. It's, I guess, a good cover legendary comparatively. I will say I love that its running animation is not using the wheels. It's dumb. I love it. And but otherwise, I mean, it doesn't live up to the other three. I think it's probably like low B.
Yeah. I put it in low A just because I do like this is the last time I'm going to say it, but having played both of the games, I do like the battle form of Koraidon, a form for Cyclizar, but I like the riding form of the other one more than this one. But I came to like it. I came to like it after playing it and seeing it and like noticing the little touches, like the sacks inflate a little bit more when you're in water, so they're like flotation devices and stuff.
Yeah.
So I warmed up to it, but I thought the other one was until the battle form. I like the Koraidon's battle, whichever one we're at right now.
So yeah, then Miraidon, last one.
Mm-hmm.
Much remains unknown about this creature. It resembles Cyclizar, but is far more ruthless and powerful. This seems to be the Iron Serpent mentioned in an old book. The Iron Serpent is said to have turned the land to ash with its lightning. Why is it in an old book if it's from the future?
The world may never know.
I don't like it as much as Koraidon, at least in terms of like the battle forms.
Agreed.
I also, like I said, I really like Koraidon's run animation and how dumb it looks.
Yeah, agreed.
So, I will rate this lower than Koraidon. It's not bad though. It's still pleasing enough, and I'd say it's a B rank still. B tier.
Yeah, I put it low A.
No, I definitely do like it more than... I'm putting it right below Koraidon. And that's it.
We've done it.
God, over 5.5 hours.
Listen, we had things to say.
A lot of things.